Hello everyone, Lisa here. Welcome to What's Crafting Wednesday. And yes, Sunday. Sorry I had to cancel last week. It was just a very busy week. Three Stampin' events, and sometimes something's just got to give. So I do apologize, but I am here tonight and I have a card for 4th of July. I did red, white, and blue in the theme this week. But first we are going to do our drawing for my adorable little treat holders from 2 weeks ago. And these were made with dies, the country border dies, I think they're called. So let's do our drawing. I have the flyaway bag. I have my names all ready here on the tickets. Reach in and grab one. Mix them up a little bit more. Feels like two. Okay, I have one now. And our lucky winner is Lonnie. Well, congratulations, Lonnie. Okay, everyone, I hope you did enjoy this project, my last Facebook Live. I think it's just so cute, and you can put lots of different treats in it. I even had a suggestion you could put a lip balm in it. So lots of things you can do with this. And you can use the other size dies as well. I think I used the largest one for this holder. Okay, so today's card is made using the Country Birdhouse bundle. This is a photopolymer stamp set, and there are coordinating dies. Of course, it's available as a bundle with a discount, or they are both available individually. And I'm also using the Painted Texture embossing folder. And love this Mediterranean Blooms DSP. If you haven't seen this yet, this page, it has fruit designs on one side, and then the flip side of each page are patterns in blue. Night of Navy, Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue. Very, very pretty patterns. This does have a coordinating bundle with it. I think it comes as a suite, but there is a stamp set and dies as well. And then we'll be using colored pencils, Memento black ink, blender pen, Wink of Stella, and these iridescent adhesive backed discs. I think that covers everything from our for our supplies. So let's get started. I have my card pack here already. Of course, a medium white, basic white envelope. I have Night of Navy cardstock. This is cut at 4 1/4 by 11. So let's just get this scored. So we'll score this at 5 1/2. And then we can get the trimmer off to the side because we will not be using that again this evening. And for the inside of the card, I have a piece of basic white that is 4 by 5 1/4. And for the front of the card, I have basic white that is 3 3/4 by 5. And I have already embossed it using the Painted Texture embossing folder. And I have pre-cut everything that we will need to assemble our birdhouse. I use the new basic beige for the house. And I've used the DSP and some real red. I have a piece of basic black here. And initially, I wasn't sure about the bird. I first stamped him on white, colored him, and then I said, no, I think I want to do him in red. So I then stamped him just on real red. And once I put the card together, I thought, maybe it's too much red. So tonight's card, we will be using the original bird that I had made. And then afterwards, you can let me know which one you like better. So let's get started with our card. I have already pre-cut these pieces. And this DSP here, just if you look at it, maybe it takes a little stretch of your imagination, I don't know. But as I looked at it, I saw, you know, it could look like stars. So I thought that was appropriate to use this week for our red, white, and blue. But again, maybe you don't see that. Maybe that's my, my imagination. So let your imagination run wild and see those stars that I see. So we'll just adhere all of our pieces on here to assemble our birdhouse. And we have this pretty scalloped real red piece we're going to add on. So cute. And then this here for the base of the birdhouse. See how easy that is to assemble this cute birdhouse. Now let me show you what I did with the inside for the birdhouse here. I took our little bird and I put a little bit of glue here on his tail, just so that we can adhere him on the inside here, because I wanted him to be peeking through the birdhouse. Through his doorway, shall we call it, through his door. And then I took a mini dimensional, because I wanted to make sure his head, you know, stayed kind of popped up there. So I took a mini dimensional and I just put it on the back there, so we make sure that he pops up. And then I'm going to cut one and put it there on the front. And I happen to already have one pre-cut here. So let me add this. Did I take the backing off? I did. Let me just add this so his little head stays popped up there. It really looks like he's coming out of the birdhouse. All right. And I just have that one there because as I have pushed him up here, it kind of pushes him in there. So that's just to keep him kind of level there. And I'm using this. You actually don't need this whole big piece, but I have a project, so we're just going here. A little bit of glue around the outside of it. And the reason I'm using that is I have him a little higher than this one. Just so that it looks, you can see the darkness on the inside, like it's the inside of his birdhouse. But you can see he's coming out of the house a little more than on my my sample for tonight. But hey, that's okay. I don't think I'll be able to move him. No, nope, he's in there good already. And oh my, where is my little? I don't even know what you call that. I know I have some of those punched over here. Just a moment. I thought I had some of them punched. Okay, so let me get my punch out. I know as soon as I punch this, I'll find the one that I had ready, right? Okay. There we go. And what happened to my black dimensionals? I guess I wasn't fully ready tonight. I may have even put them away when I was done using them. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I did that. Okay. I think I have everything now. I guess after I made my sample, I must have put these away. No, I did not use that. That was my mistake originally. I cut a little piece here because one of the mini dimensionals was actually too big for the little circle. So it's nice to use the black dimensionals. The only time I usually use them is for Halloween crafting. Okay, so I am putting this up with dimensionals so it actually stands up there. I don't know, does anybody know what this is called on the birdhouse? I'm just going to go ahead and call it a perch. I really don't know what it is called. If you know, please leave it in the comments. So now we will start to assemble the card. Actually, very easy card to make once you have all your elements die cut. Now I was back and forth on this here. First embossed a piece of balmy blue, so it looked like a blue. I said, no, that's just too much blue. Then I inked the embossing folder and I ran it through on the basic white. And then I thought, nah, that's just too much going on. So I ended up just with the basic white. Sometimes basic is best. And now we have our little, I don't know, what do you call that too? The stand that holds the birdhouse up. Now we're going to use dimensionals. I'm going to pop everything up on this card. We're going to have a lot of dimension. I think with the embossed layer there, a lot of dimension looks nice with that. So I'm just putting a strip of the dimensionals on the back here. I'm going to eye it centered in the card and put dimensionals on the back of the birdhouse. So let me cut some of these to use. I think I can go with this whole strip here. Oh, it was already pre-cut. How about that? So why don't we just put some of that there? I think we're going to use this whole strip for this. You know how I am with my dimensionals. Okay. Let's get some of those down there. I just have to watch right here because it's going to go on top of that so we don't put a dimensional there. And let's cut this. Make it too long? I did. Let me trim that. Just going to trim this little piece off here. I cut it too long. Have no fear, we'll still get to use this little tiny piece. I'll just stick it right there. And then we need a couple more here. Of course we need a couple more, right? And then I'll put one on each side here. Okay. Not feeling so good about it. Got to add two more here. I'll put some minis. Okay. I feel better now. I think there's enough on it. Get all these backings off here. This is what takes the longest, pulling all the backings off the dimensionals. For me, I always find it's easiest to do it with the tweezers. I know some people just like to pull them off. Some people use the tip of the snips. I always find that the tweezers work best. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on here because the birdhouse will overlap this and cover part of it, so it'll adhere on there. So now, that looks good. And then we'll do a little embellishing. I already have die cut these leaves, and these are part of the dies that come with the bundle. So I used a combination of Tombow and dimensionals for these. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue on here. I think I have too much. Looks like it might seep out. So let me take some there, put it on there. And then I'm just going to wedge it in there. Turn it. And then I'm going to put half a dimensional on the back of this leaf. I just love the dimension of this card. Okay, and then this one here, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the smaller leaf, because the larger leaf will have a dimensional also, because that will overhang. So I'm just going to wedge that in there as well. And let me get another half a dimensional. So anyone have any plans for 4th of July tomorrow? Any plans for the whole weekend? Maybe you're going away. Maybe you're having a barbecue, attending a barbecue. Maybe you're just going to chill. There's nothing wrong with just chilling. And this one here, I am not putting a dimensional on. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue. Okay. So it was a little too much glue. And then one more up on the top. So it looks like some leaves are coming up behind the birdhouse. And this one, I'm just going to put a little bit of glue, and hopefully there's not a dimensional in the way that I can put this underneath. Okay. And let me get my dimensionals. I still have a backing stuck. There's one, and let me cut another half here. The birdhouse bundle yet? Comments? As soon as I saw this in the new catalog, I just thought this would be so fun to create with. You know, I'm not that crazy about birds. I don't know. I just don't trust them, like they're going to fly at me or something. But I'm just having a great time with this set. Okay, now we just need a couple of embellishments on the front. These actually were the only embellishments I had that had red, that were red. So that's really why we're using it. I'm just going to tuck that one a little bit over there. And then another one down there. And I did think of Stella on the bird. Do that here as well. I actually traced all around him with the wink. And then all along the lines on him. And of course his little eye. How adorable. And now for the inside of the card, very simple. I wanted to keep, this could be like for anything. It could be a birthday card, a hello, get well, thinking of you, really anything. So I did not use a sentiment. I mean, it could even be a happy 4th of July card. So I did not use a sentiment. I just had some little scraps of the DSP left, so I put them in the 2 corners. And then whoever is the lucky winner next week in the drawing could put whatever sentiment they would like in the card. I mean, I think this card is just perfect for just about any occasion. Does anybody send 4th of July cards? Let me know in the comments. In the past, I have. I used to make and send them. I have to be honest, I haven't in quite a few years. So I would like to know what you do. And now we'll just adhere this inside. Very quick and easy. And I love using these little corners on the cards. It's a great way of using up your DSP scraps without having to throw them away. It's such a waste. They're so pretty. And all it is a 1 by 1 inch square sliced down the middle. And lastly is our envelope. And I kept this very simple as well. I just stamped the bird and colored him. So I use Memento. And I want to stamp him all the way down in the bottom so it looks like his feet are just resting there. And you could color him with watercolor pencils or blends. I use the watercolor pencils. Just very quickly, I did his beak in yellow. I did his little feet in black. And I'm just leaving that, just a little coloring there. And then I took the real red and I just did a little bit along his tail, a little bit on his wing, and then around the outer edge of him, I scribbled. And then I took the blender pen. Make sure this was juicy. And then I just moved the color around. Now, when you do use Memento rather than StazOn, you do just want to be careful that you don't color too much onto the stamped image, because you can move the Memento ink around and it will muddy your image. Which I did just a little bit there. And then again, I used the Wink of Stella just on his eye, and then I'm going to go all around him again, his beak, his little feet, and then just on the outline of his wing, and just around his tail. Okay, super cute. Okay, everyone, let me know what you think about tonight's card. Let me know if you have this bundle yet. And also, definitely let me know which bird you like better on the one that I stamped for my sample on Real Red, Basic White, and Colored. Love to know which one you like better. And let me know altogether what you think about this bundle. I just think it's so, so cute. Versatile. You could use it for a lot of things. And I have some other things kicking around in my head that I want to use the Birdhouse for. So let's hope when my thoughts from my head get down on paper, it works as I think. And if it does, then be sharing some other ideas for use of the Birdhouse. Before I go, events last week. Last Saturday was a Stampin' Up! Event. It was a virtual event called Creativity Now. It's something Stampin' Up! Does every year. It's a demonstrator event. And I hosted what we call a watch party here. And I had 2 of my downline, my upline, and a sideline attend. And we had a lot of fun. We started with a little social hour. And then we had our 4-hour Stampin' Up! Crafting. So I do want to show you one of the cards we made and give you a little sneak peek of something that will be coming in the holiday catalog. This is called the Winter Box. It is a clay It's available, of course, individually, as a bundle, or as a suite. And this is one of the cards that we made during our online event. So what is so nice about this stamp set, this can be used for anything. It's going to be in the holiday catalog, but it doesn't even have a holiday sentiment with it. But you could so easily use this for holiday cards. I like the rustic look of this, the colors that were chosen to use for the card. So there's your little sneak peek of something coming up. And last week, in addition to Creativity Now, I had my annual catalog Stamp and Bingo. So I have those two cards to show you. You get to see what we did at Bingo. Here's card 1, which is using the paper that we used tonight for the Birdhouse card. And this is called a Cascading Pleat card. So we did a landscape version and we did a portrait version. And this one here is with the in colors. So, super fun fold cards. If anyone missed Bingo, I am having a makeup session this coming Tuesday where we'll be just making the cards. No bingo, just makeup for the cards. So if you like these cards, you want to join, let me know and sign up for that. And then I also had my annual in color card class, and we did use the Birdhouse bundle for this. So I'm going to show you a similar but different card. This is, well, these here, we've made the same card in each of the in colors. But you can see some differences and some similarities. We used DSP, but we put a sentiment on the Birdhouse. We did not pop him up on his, I don't know, stick, stand, whatever it is that holds the Birdhouse up. The bird is on the outside rather than coming through. And use some flowers. So you have the same bundle and two totally different looks for your card. Everything on tonight's card is popped up. And on this card, everything was adhered flat. And the only thing we popped up was the bird. And we did stamp the inside also. And a different technique for coloring the bird, we used and just put a little bit of color on the tail of the bird. So that was quick and easy to do. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my little show and tell also tonight. Thank you again for tuning in. I look forward to reading your comments and finding out which bird that you like better tonight. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful 4th of July if you are here in the U.S. and celebrating that. And some of you will be actually having a long weekend, so enjoy that. And I will be back next Wednesday. See you next week, 7 o'clock. Thanks. Have a wonderful and crafty week. Bye.